I'm gonna go over it as I'm sketching through, but do some of my blue line stuff in Photoshop mostly. You see here, I had already had this kind of not really laid out. This is like a horrible example of a layout, but the bottom base layer that you see there with the original pencils were from the original kind of like mock-up pages that I had made for Tommy's. And this is kind of just general story idea that I was going through, and then I'd fix as I go. But then I come back in and I fix all my blue lines, restructure them a little bit better. Sometimes I do it straight on the page, sometimes I come into Photoshop and lay it out, and I thought this was a more difficult page. So I wanted to come in to do it straight into Photoshop, as you can see here. So this is the top panel that I'm working on, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Like I said, I don't really know how to do perspective that well, so I'm just kind of guesstimating everything right now. Trying to figure out how the girl's, like, if a girl was leaning over and protecting her friend, like to be like, hey, stop, you know, that type of thing. That's kind of the gesture she's supposed to be making, and her friend's on the ground, dead. Not really dead, but she got kicked over a minute ago. And Tommy is up here looming over both of them coming into the scene. And that's what's happening. Here's like something funny that happened. I was like, I knew I had drawn this before, and then when I looked back at the page, it was gone. I don't know. So now I'm down to the second panel here. You can see this big, thick blue lines. That's just me referencing where the page is going to be broken apart. This Tommy's just chilling there with his little purse in his hand or something. Still not really a good reference for a, what do you call that? I know I'll probably have to do a lot of cleanup work when I get to the actual page and start penciling it down. But trying to keep it as rough as possible so that it looks more fluid. On to panel 3. I thought this would be really fun to do like a 9-page grid. Maybe I'll do a 12 next time. I know this can be rough when I'm actually trying to do the pencils and inks, but why not give it a shot? Here, Tommy's coming in with a huge knockout punch. Pow! I gotta kind of do some research and see how people talked better, or how they talked to, you know, themselves back in the 70s, or especially how men would have talked to women. Speak when spoken to, or something. I don't know. I love these types of action scenes where somebody's getting lapowed or punched, and you do some fun mouth movements and stuff, which is really cool. You see, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the mouth would move, and I'm like making jaw movements as I'm drawing this out, so it's kind of fun. Hey, that sucked. Let's start over. There we go. Now the jaw is starting to move. I think I probably drew something similar to this earlier on one of the other pages, but it's kind of interesting to try to do. It's just fun. Little gesture type thing. I don't know. How do you say it? Kapow! So Tommy knocks her over. I add some sound effects in here too, so that I can come back in and not pencil over it and then ink it in, or zip-a-tone those letters in. So the girl had fallen over on the ground, and this is Leah, I think, and she's just like laying on the ground chilling, and Tommy is, you know, obviously standing over her, stomping her head, and not doing a curbing or anything, just stomping her head against the ground. The shoelaces are flying up to show that you know, he's kicking her head in, or pushing down. This one's kind of repeat of the other panel, but I'm gonna make him push it in so hard that one of her eyeballs is popping out. Boop, pop. So now her mouth looks funnier because it's pushed down more. And the final panel here is where Tommy's standing over and something's happening, and he's smacking them with her with a purse now. Yeah, and he's over there smiling and enjoying his time. Woohoo! So yeah, that's it. So this is how I do my blue lines. As you can see here, then I'll start getting into the actual, I'll merge all the layers together, make a different channel with a blue layer, since it's all blue anyway. Turn it all really light, like 20% blue, and then I'll print it out and then re-pencil over everything. That's it.
Saboteur Comics.